man who sold the Brooklyn Bridge. Anybody heard of the man who sold the Brooklyn Bridge? Okay, a quick story about mindset. And I want to put this in your brain so you understand the rich mindset and the average mindset. So this man, he's in New York, and it's the Brooklyn Bridge, which I walked over when I was in New York. Brooklyn Bridge. And the Brooklyn Bridge had all these planks of wood. And the wood was getting rotten because wood over time becomes soggy and wet and rotten. So there was a man ripping these planks off the Brooklyn Bridge and stacking up the rotten lumber in a big pile. And this young man who had an idea in his mind, he wanted to be rich, he wanted to be famous. He bought books like How to Be Famous, written by non-famous people. And if you buy a book by someone who's not famous on how to be famous, you're probably not going to be famous too. So he was reading these books, and he could see that this man was ripping the wood off the bridge. And he saw a news camera crew filming the man ripping the wood off the bridge. And in the back of the shot was the man's truck with the name of his company. And he thought, what great publicity that wood-ripping man is getting. So he went to the man with the pile of wood, and he said, I'd like to buy this pile of rotten wood off you. And the guy ripping the wood off, he goes, great. I think he bought it for pennies. Like it was just a big pile of rotten wood. And what he did is he took the wood and he had it cut up into little pieces, little cubes. And then he took the little cubes and he pasted them on little cards. And it says, congratulations, you now own a piece of the original Brooklyn Bridge. And he went on TV and he said, you can own a piece. I'm selling the Brooklyn Bridge, and if you'd like to own a piece, send whatever money into this address. And the orders poured in, and he made millions of dollars selling the rotten wood on the Brooklyn Bridge. It's genius! But it's mindset, Kim. Some of us can look at the rotten wood and say, oh, that's a pile of trash, throw it out. Other people can say, look at the gold mine. And the only difference is what you see in your own mind. Some people look at the homes. We actually, Connie and Alan, we were making offers on homes yesterday. We have a house right now. We sat down with the agent. He said, I'm not even going in that house. I think it's a teardown. It's so hoarded up, he thinks it's a teardown. It's actually not a teardown. Bryce was in it. There is jars of human feces in the house. He says, I don't even want to go in. There's jars of poop everywhere. So somebody went and lived in this house and started storing their poop in pickle jars. You know what, guys? You can have anything you want in life. If you want to have that, you can have that, okay? Just write it down in your book. You can have jars of poop. Now, some people look at that and they go, oh my God, that's horrible. But what I'm thinking is money, because I see the pile of wood and I go, we can make money on this pile of rotten wood. But the only thing that's different is your mindset.